Welcome to this month's transmission. I'm going to channel and bring through the energies and the sound first for those who do like to listen and receive a second time. And then I will share a message, messages and themes that are coming through for me at the end of the channeling in case you just want to listen to that one time around. And so it is an energy transmission, a light language, just bringing through, again, messages and energies for self, but for those who resonate, for those who are open to receiving. And so I ask that you find that deep center of yourself, the part of you that knows discernment and knows frequency of truth, and to let the energies to ripple and wave through you in the ways that best serve your path and your highest good. And if you're sitting already in sacred space or wish to open the space around you and to receive and imagine, sense, feel as if you are stepping into this stream of light, into this sphere of energy where I hold you in this space and where I hold you in these energies. Yanka Satya. Yankia Satya. Oriashiata. Oriashiata. Oyasa. And let that stream to speak to all parts of you, almost like an invocation of you to rise. For the pieces of light, for the light being that you are, for the fragments of the warrior within you, I call upon the light being, the light body, the light warrior, already within you, and to amplify and bring more awareness to that. Eya shiaka santa, eya siata seya, turiashi. Turiashiata suryaka. Seyantariakia uyasha. And if that feels like in your body that you desire to move or that the energy is moving you, to go with that, to trust with that. And if there is no desire to move, then to rest with that, to be with that as well. Eria kaki soriachiasi antariasi antu. Eya sa earitika. Iria kasiata shiata. Soriatiasa. And as I traverse my own journey of remembering my own streams of light and connection into the cosmos and into the stars and bringing through the remembrances, may it reflect to you your own journey of remembrance, your own star energies, your own light within. Iryaka Satya. Come into the body, come into your heart of hearts, the center. Feel that still point, that infinite point in the middle, and center of your whole being, center of your physical self, center of your astral, center of your whole celestial, magnificent self. Enyata nientia santaria shea, seyata aria kasantaria kioso way, ayasha tiasam. Tiasam. Tiasam pariakiasa easha sa. And for the parts of the human mind who perk up an eyebrow, what is this? Also acknowledge and recognize the parts of soul, self, that also perk up. I know this. Iria Santa, allow more harmony, merging of personal, ego, human self with multidimensional soul, light self. Waria Siantasa, weaving your streams. Waria Siantasa, Tiatoria Tia Antia Santari. Antiasiantariati. And wherever that energy settles in the body, maybe even dropping it down into the roots, connecting into Gaia, into the crystalline core of presence. Mm. Mm. Well, welcome, February energies. 2024 is certainly very quick in its energy in some ways, and yet very slow and steady in others. To say that we're in the shift of an era is probably an understatement, and you probably feel lots of that in your own ways, in your personal stories and journeys, and in the collective as well. So the first of the three themes and messages I wanted to bring through today, first being a reminder for everyone to blaze your own path. Let the light of your soul, let the light of your multidimensional aspects, let the light of all that you be shine the way forward for yourself. We are so masterful in creating this life, in setting all the divine breadcrumbs to help us to remember our true essence. So know that everything is actually led by your light, okay? And it's not exactly your soul star, it's not exactly, your higher self, but it's almost like it's the light of your soul, the light of the fullness of that multidimensional self that you are, that actually lights the way. So often these days, in addition to working with many beautiful guides, I really call upon my highest self, my soul self, the light of my soul to guide the way. And that's really allowed me to tap into the more multidimensional aspects of myself and find the techniques that resonate for you of how to bring that light forward, what lights you up from the inside out. As above, so below, as within, so without. That deepest part of your light inside is really that light that's probably connected out there in the cosmos, out there in the origins of where we truly are from. In my personal experiences now of really following my own light that's guiding the way, it helps me to discern other people's personal truths, which very much are their truths, their realities, their timelines, and helps me to reflect for myself, what is my truth? How is that aligned to universal truths? How is my truth a part and a puzzle of the greater masterful piece that we are all living in? So that's been very helpful for me to see. Blaze the light and the path that is our own to follow. Find the ways that help us to bring out the light and to really discern for self. Use everything as a reflection to help discern your own truths, realities, and timelines that you're on. The second message that came through is a very particular phrase, and it is, examine the skeletons and unicorns in the closet. As we come into Year of the Dragon pretty quickly, it's just around the corner. I also know that Pluto has now entered into Aquarius, and that in itself also means a number of things. I definitely love reading about astrology and find that they are very useful maps to help us to see the archetypal and the overlaying of energies. And what I noticed about Pluto is really that it's about examining what's hidden, things coming to light that we don't know about. And so using that as a theme, even for yourself, how can you examine the aspects of yourself that have been hidden? And they may be skeletons in the closet, but they also may be all these golden and beautiful things, the unicorns in there as well. So let this time, the Pluto energy coming into Aquarius will be for some time. It's not just here for weeks, but it's here for decades, right? So things are coming to the surface, things are coming into the light, And again, both personally and collectively. So I implore you to really examine, to be aware of looking at the things, the hidden aspects of self, both the skeletons and the magical unicorns in the closet. A characteristic trait of the truth seekers within us is always curiosity. We want to be willing to examine the things that we don't know all about. And so, whether that's a sinister or dark shadow, whether it's a golden shadow, right, the skeletons and the unicorns, be fearless, have courage, have curiosity to explore. The last message is simply about being in the energy of forgiveness and compassion for self. As you journey, I often have found myself being hard and impatient on my self discovery, judgmental perhaps, and sometimes that's actually more discernment than it really is judgment. But I've had to learn over and over again for myself to have just more flex, more willingness to be forgiving for all the wrongdoings that I may have experienced, not just in this life, but in past lives, energies that have trickled down the line. And sometimes in this human form and in the body and in the hidden, we have so much of this suppressed and repressed. Just this morning, I had a massive activation, and it was relating to really needing to forgive myself for a particular wrongdoing that I had, relating to me enslaving some dragons. And so you can see how that would be very opposing to that energy, which I generally intend, which is the embodiment of the dragon aspects of self. And so I was met really face to face with, yeah, I want to embody and be in my dragon self, but the opposition energy is, oh, but you've wronged them before, and you've enslaved the dragons before, and you've been in the wrong. And so it wasn't allowing me to go into that full merge and access to that part of self because of those energies in the way. And so when some things are big like that, and even if they're not that big and they're just very human things, be more in that forgiveness and compassion energy that you can hold for yourself. To really hold yourself in love as you journey through your exploration, as you journey through your expression and embodiment. These are big times, and may the secrets all be revealed in divine timing, and may you be very gentle and loving with self. And with that, with so much cosmic love and energy.